Hey everyone, wanted to talk to you today about being able to scale your agency. To be able to scale, there's obviously multiple factors to it. There's training, there's process, there's management, and obviously revenue. And I wanted to talk to you about the revenue piece today. Would like to actually change your mindset and just generating leads to be able to generate greater sales. If you have a conversion rate of 30% or less, 20%, and of the prospects that you're actually bringing in, which I do tend to see very frequently. And if you're above that, potentially we want to have a different conversation. But I think it's so incredibly important, can have a pretty dramatic immediate impact to an agency if you're able to actually go through your sales process and define it better to be able to increase that conversion rate. What I hear so frequently is that in this industry you believe that you need to be used to being told no. And I think that's sad because you in this industry provide so much benefit to your clients, and that you feel that you have to be consistently beat up in order to be able to grow your business. And to me, I believe that that is surrounded around what I see happen so frequently when a new client comes on, is that you're going about your sales process in that traditional agency way of these long decks that are hour-long presentations. And what I see happen so frequently, especially when I'm looking at a recorded version of a sales conversation with that client and the prospect, is that 10 minutes into the conversation, they're not being engaged and they're just glazed over. And if that's happening to your prospects, and I implore you to take a look at how they're actually engaging in conversation and engaging in your sales process. If you see that glaze over, you've lost the sale. And if you do end up with the sale, it's because you've discounted your price, you're making a ton of concessions, and you're actually, in the end, in a lot of instances, damaging your agency in the process in order to gain that sale. So I wanted to walk through with you some fundamentals of your sales process and just to give you an idea of what you need to be doing. So obviously we're looking to have a closed sale or signed contract. In order to be able to do that, we have to be able to build trust with the prospect. And how do we actually go about building trust with a prospect? Is we have to communicate with them. We have to have them have the understanding that it is more risky to not engage with your agency than it is to engage. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is that if you actually have communication with them and you listen to their wants, their needs, their goals, and you're engaging them in conversation rather than going through this big presentation of all of your capabilities and how you've done tons of things and what you think this brand should be doing and how you should be doing it. And unfortunately, right, you're spending a ton of time on spec to go through their existing marketing, figuring out how you want to be able to benefit them, and it's causing your agency to go through a lot of work, and then it's not engaging the prospect in conversation, which really makes it problematic for them. And obviously, the reason why that prospect is coming to you in the first place is they're looking to gain a result. So you have to have them understand, you have to have them understand what that result they should expect to get when working with you. And when you actually are able to build that into your sales process where you're communicating with your prospect, they feel they're trusting you, they feel like you're listening to them, they feel like you understand them, and that they're going to be able to generate that result. That is how you end up with a closed sale at higher margins, more respect within scope, and it creates so much better of a engagement from that client with the agency, as well as being able to actually increase your conversion rate as well. So you're increasing your prices, you have a better sales process, you have better conversion, and you have better respect for with your clients as well. So it's so incredibly important that you look back at how exactly you're going about your sales process to make sure that it's set up to actually communicate with the prospect, and realize that they are humans and that you need to communicate with them, you need to be talking to them, and that is really how you're able to connect with them and in the end close a sale. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below or shoot me an email. Good luck on your next sales meeting.